I am back, and I'm excited to be back, by the way, guys, because I've been impressed. I've been impressed. I want to say I started reacting to Taylor Swift's performances. What was it, earlier this week? And it was the first time I've really seen a Taylor Swift performance, and I've been just blown away. Her songwriting, I already knew she was a heck of a songwriter. I have a Taylor Swift playlist. I have reacted to her songs before, but I've never really dived into her performances. And man, the energy, just what she brings to the table, it just feels like something you would get at Broadway. And then to hear that she actually has Broadway performers that she hires as dancers, and just these different things, that these elements that I was just picking out, just all made sense, and I want to say shout out to you Swifties out there that really been, giving me that knowledge, giving me a lot of knowledge that really does help me on my journey. This is new to me still, so yeah, it's been awesome though. I've definitely been smiling. With that being said, if I didn't already say it, we're smoking all my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. Guys and girls, I hope you guys are just conquering your goals out there. Let me say that before we hop into this. It's a lot of chaos going on in the world, and it's a lot of distractions. So I really just hope that everybody is finding peace and just staying focused and not getting wrapped up with the bull crap in this world. With that being said, hopefully this reaction can bring you some peace, right? We got Taylor Swift, Wildest Dreams, Enchanted from the 1989 World Tour. This was a recommendation. Shout out to who gave me that recommendation in the comments. You guys have been great. And we're going to go ahead and hop right into it. Original link in the description. Let's do it. Let me just say real quick, she could play the piano too. I wouldn't be surprised if she could play the acoustic guitar, electric guitar, the drums, saxophone, trumpet, just all that, all that good stuff. I would not be surprised because it's Taylor Swift here, I would not be surprised. She's just a dedicated individual.
This night is sparkling, don't you let it go. I'm wonderstruck, rushing all the way home. I'll spend forever wondering if you knew. That this night is falling, don't you let it go. I'm wonderstruck, dancing around all alone. I'll spend forever wondering if you knew I was enchanted to meet you. He said, let's get out of this town, drive out of the city, away from the crowds. I thought heaven can't help me now, nothing lasts forever. But this is gonna take me down. He's on top, into his head. He's so high, but he does it so well. And I can see the end as it begins. My one condition is, say you'll remember me, standing in the night, just staring at the sunset, babe. Red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just in your wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. I said no one has to know what we do. His hands are in my hair, his clothes are in my room. His voice is familiar.
Taylor. That was, since she said, this night is flawless, let me just say that she was flawless. She made, that whole performance was flawless. The microphone was flawless. Her outfit was flawless. Everything about this performance was flawless, right? One thing about this performance, one thing about this song, you know, when she starts singing, it definitely, she has this thing, right? She's such a good storyteller that when she dives in, like for example, when she starts saying, don't you let it go, I'm wonderstruck, blushing all the way home. We could just stop right there, you know, I'm wonderstruck, blushing all the way home. She's such a good storyteller, it brings me at least to points in my life that, or memories in my life that were like major. You know, it attaches to you that way, which is a really good thing. It makes me start to think, like I've had a lot of different experiences in my life, you know, going to summer camps as a kid, and you know, every summer, and just doing so much traveling, going to damn near every state. Had quite a few girlfriends, you know. I know I'm not the best looker, but had quite a few girlfriends, and there's certain times where those memories, those days, those nights, just certain moments where sometimes they're just so good, like you could sit back and a lot of times when people aren't in your life anymore, you bury it, right? You bury it because you're moving on with your life. You don't want to keep reliving in the past. But then sometimes you maybe see a photo, or you may hear a song like this, and the memory just comes back, and all those feelings from that moment come back, and you're like, jeez. And Taylor Swift, she brings me there. She brings me to those. It doesn't even have to be necessarily like a romantic relationship. It could just be a great night with your friends where you felt so good, you know, just hanging out with your friends, and just, you wanted that moment, that time, that night just last forever, like just, and then looking back and you're like, wow, everybody's an adult now, and coming where I come from, most of my friends, they're not here, a lot of them aren't here anymore. They're either dead or they're in prison, and so for me it does strike heavy emotion personally for me, because I take lyrics seriously, and I'm very, 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 very connected to music. So, it hits me heavy, her lyrics. It does different things for all of us, but that for me personally, whew.
I'll spend forever wondering if you knew that this night
is flawless.
Don't you let
What? And it also reminds me that next time I'm around my loved ones or my friends, whatever, like, and I'm having a good moment, I'm gonna play this song. Yeah, sure, my boys probably will laugh, of course, I don't really care, but hey, I'm gonna play this song, or it's gonna come to my mind, I promise you. And I'm be like, no, y'all listen to these lyrics, because she is talking some stuff. Like, she's talking about the present moment awareness, right now is all we got. For those that are watching this video, right now is all we got. We can go back to the past, we can talk about the future, but that's not really here yet. But right now, this moment, this is really what we got. And this is also why so many people, like, depression is so high in the US, is because we're constantly distracted. We're constantly distracted by what other people are doing, and constantly told, like for example, we go on social media, oh, this person's doing this person got married, this person bought a house, had kids, and you're sitting there, you're probably like, dang, that's not happening in my life. Wow, this person owned 6 businesses, and wow, this kid just hit 6 figures at 16, and you think, wow, I'm late. Like, what am I doing? And that causes major depression for people. And then they start to kind of try to project themselves to the future too much, and they get caught up in this rat race. And sometimes you got to put on some Taylor Swift. Sometimes you got to have a good time. Even if it's just playing a video game, even if it's just, I don't know, doing makeup, whatever it is. See, I'm trying to be fair here. There's a lot of girls that play video games too, but I'm trying to balance it out. Well, basketball, whatever it is that you like to do, it don't even gotta. It just the message I get from this. Just enjoy that moment. Enchanted was the perfect title for this. It's just magical, but just enjoy that moment. Like, that's the message I personally get. When she says that too, I wonder if I was enchanted to meet you. It also makes me think, because remember I said growing up, I was in. If you guys ever seen the movie The Parent Trap, I was going to camp every summer. It was like The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan, like cabins, all that. Just a lot of traveling. I went to so many different schools, all in the same town, but my mom was always moving around. So it's like, it makes me wonder, right? Does anybody feel that way about me? Those lyrics right there. It makes me wonder, like. Boy, did she hit that note. But, I wonder if you knew, if I was enchanted, I gotta get that right. I don't want to misquote that. I'm gonna just say I was enchanted to meet you. Like, it makes me wonder, like, the effects I've had on people's lives, even for those that's watching. That it doesn't make you guys wonder that sometimes, like when you really look at the lyrics. For those that really have heard this a lot of times, like, it doesn't make you think, like, I wonder if anybody thinks that about me.
He said, let's get out of this town, drive out of the city, away from the crowds.
See, that's me right there too. You know, let's get out of this town, away from the city. Like that's me. That's always me. Like I'm a road trip kind of guy. Like I've drove all the way to California before and back, and I'm from New York. So think about that. Like that was what, 2 years ago. Like I'm a traveler. I've drove to Florida, Colorado. I've been to Colorado, Arizona, everywhere. So it's like that's me. That's me. It's just easy for me to just kind of connect with this. Like all her music is like that for me though. Then there was a part where she really showed, like you could see that once again, that sass come out of her. Oh man, she is killing it with those vocals, and she's just so into it too. You know, like she's taking advantage of she's that moment is all that matters. You could tell from the start of the performance she really she's enjoying this. She loves this. You could just see it all. It's written all over her face. You know, she's just enjoying it so much. You know, and I know for all the Swifties in the crowd, it's like, what she's singing about, that's their night right there. You know, that's their moment that they're never gonna forget. And then when she stood up and she just started to just it's like that's a phenomenal performance. She let them have it. That is a phenomenal performance. Like she puts on for her Swifties. As far as music artists, there's not a, like, I feel like so far with Taylor Swift, it just, everything feels different. Like, it doesn't all feel the same. Like, there's certain artists, like, if you listen to them, you know what they're going to do. You know how the performance is probably going to be. You know, it's not, And then there's certain artists where you're like, whoo. One artist that used to be like that was Machine Gun Kelly, even though I guess kind of fell from grace in a lot of people's eyes. A lot of the Eminem beef, but his performances were pretty crazy. You know, he knows how to perform. It's just certain performers where it's like they're gonna bring it, and I'm glad to now know Taylor Swift is one of those performers, and I see why her fan base is so large, because she makes it such a magical experience. You don't just know what she's gonna do all the time. You know, she comes and she leaves her heart out. She leaves, so far every performance I've seen, she leaves her heart out there. You know, it definitely feels just amazing. Seriously, like a Disney movie. That's how this felt, like a Disney movie. It was awesome. With that being said, guys, original link will be in the description. I really enjoyed this. Really been enjoying this. Definitely drop them recommendations. And this was amazing. Really was. With that being said, I will see you soon. Everybody enjoy your night.